these holes in my blanket. Oh. Oh, hey there. Gets quite cold out here. But this blanket is a savior. Hey, did you know that just like this blanket saves us from the cold, our planet also has its own blanket called the ozone layer. What does the ozone layer save us from though? The sun, which is a source of life on Earth, also sends some harmful radiations our way called ultraviolet or UV radiation. Now, since the ozone layer is so important, we need to keep it safe, and we also need to make sure that there is no hole in the ozone layer. But is there a hole in the ozone layer? My blanket is made up of cotton, mostly. To find out more about the holes in the ozone blanket, let's find out what it's made up of. Now, the ozone blanket is made up of oxygen atoms, but oxygen atoms can group together as molecules in 2 or 3 to form different molecules. Hello, friend.
Hi.
Yeah, the oxygen molecule is our friend, without whom we can't live even. The oxygen molecule is made up when 2 atoms of oxygen stay together. Now, these oxygen molecules form the oxygen gas that we breathe in all the time.
Oh, my zone!
Well, the ozone layer is kind of the party zone for the oxygen, if you will. Higher up in the sky, in the upper layers of the atmosphere, not 2, but 3 oxygen atoms come together with the help of sunlight. Now, these 3 oxygen atoms, right, together they form the ozone molecule. And these ozone molecules form the ozone blanket or the ozone layer. However, it's a good thing that the ozone layer has its own zone high up. Why, you ask? Because if these ozone molecules came down nearer to us, we could breathe it in just like we would breathe oxygen, and that can damage our lungs, can cause cancer and even threaten our life. It can also impact evaporation rates, cloud formation and precipitation level of a place and cause global warming. Oof, so much difference in behavior. This trio as compared to this duo. Inviting ozone nearer to us is a big no. The ozone is a friend, but far away, right? Now, so far away in the sky, the ozone molecules absorb the harmful radiations, the ultraviolet radiations from the sun, protecting life on Earth. Now, the ozone layer keeps life on Earth safe from harm, just as my blanket keeps me warm. Hey, but can you guess how thick this safety ozone blanket might be? Well, if we collect all the ozone from different heights in the atmosphere into a single blanket, it would be even thinner than this blanket of mine. Only about 3 to 5 millimeter. More power to our special blanket. But this raises a serious question, right? If there is a hole in the ozone layer, will the sun's harmful radiation just reach us and come and harm us directly? Well, thankfully, the ozone hole isn't really a hole as such. Definitely not a hole like it is in my... Where is it? In my blanket. Well, back in the 1980s, environmental scientists did observe that the ozone layer was becoming thinner and thinner over the Antarctic regions. More like the faded patches you might find on an old blanket. Now, this thinning meant that the number of ozone molecules substantially decreased in that region. This depletion of ozone was named as the ozone hole, simply because it appeared like a hole in the colored images from satellite data. However, it alerted us to the threat to the ozone, and scientists set out to find the enemies of our faraway friends and protectors. The search for ozone's enemies led us to chemicals called chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs. But where do these monstrous chemicals that kill our ozone come from? Now, the sad thing is, I can say that the hole in this blanket of mine was because of rats or because I was not careful, but as of the ozone hole, we humans are to be blamed. Now, these chemicals that harm the ozone were released from appliances like refrigerators and air conditioners and fire extinguishers, which were commonly used in industries and homes. You might ask a question. Our ozone friends are so far away, they stay so high up away from us, yet how do these chemicals that we produce around us on Earth manage to harm the ozone? This is the bad news. These chemicals do not die easy. They remain in the atmosphere for hundreds of years. This gives them enough time to reach the ozone layer and kill the ozone molecules. Do you know why the ozone hole was specifically observed over some regions like the polar regions on Earth? Now, that's because these regions are cold, alright? And cold or low temperatures help the CFCs in killing the ozone molecules. We had to save the ozone to save life on Earth. And the solution was the Montreal Protocol, signed by 28 countries in the year 1987. In an effort to regulate the emission of harmful chemicals and gases in the atmosphere, appliances emitting CFCs were replaced by more ozone-friendly substitutes. So, what happened after that for our ozone friends in the ozone layer? As the harmful chemicals became less and less, the oxygen atoms, powered by energy from the sun, started making new friends with each other again. New ozone molecules were born. Do you know what that means? Ozone started healing itself. But ozone zone is not just ozones. It's our zone. It's our zone of protection. We need to protect it as well. Let's make sure that we use products that are free from harmful chemicals and gases. Now, while the ozone can heal itself, I am definitely going to need some extra help with this blanket of mine. I'll deal with it later. By the way, do you know what the word ozone is derived from? It's derived from the Greek word ozein, meaning smell. Can you guess why it's named so funny? Let me know in the comments down below. And you know what to do. Download Byju's, the learning app. For now,